All right, so I've been learning languages for the last 5 months, Spanish for 5 months, and Esperanto for four. I've read over 74 hours in Spanish, 70 in Esperanto, 70 and a half, and I have not taken any lessons. I have not done any flashcards. I have not read any textbooks. I did look at a textbook in Esperanto a little bit, but I did not do much with it because I'm lazy. All I've done is read, mostly with Link, and I thought it would be cool to see if I can read in these languages, and if things go well, I might be able to do something else interesting. So let's do that. So what I have here is I have Google Translate and I have Gemini, and I'm going to do a quick story, see if I understand it, and then translate it to see if it works. All right. Last year, Diego decided to change his routine and buy a mountain bike. At first, he had a little miedo, something because he didn't have a good form. But he wanted to disfrutar and enjoy nature and spend less time in front of screens. Every Saturday for a year, Diego gets up early, prepares a mochila, I don't know what that is, with agua, so something with water, a fruit and a map. Okay, mochila, maybe that's probably like a backpack or something like that, because he's putting water, fruit, and a map, and goes out in the forest, I don't know, somewhere in nature around his house. So I seem to be getting this pretty clear, so I won't waste too much time on it. Let's just see if I am right. Bought a mountain bike. Oh, he was scared because he wasn't in good shape. I completely missed that point. Less time in front of screens, backpack of water, fruit. So yeah, for the most part, I seem to have that down. So let's try Esperanto. Let's just do a 100-word story so this video isn't too long. Okay. Okay, so this seems pretty similar. So a year ago, Petro decided to learn to run. He always bought food from the store. Oh, cook. He wanted to learn to cook. He always bought protein, which I'm going to guess is like pre-made food from the store, but he wanted to live more healthily. Every Saturday, he visits the local market to buy fresh legumoin. Don't know what that is. Panan que fruton. So that's bread and fruit. Something wasn't very good, so his beginning is something wasn't very good. Sometimes the soup was too sala, don't know what that is, and the something burned. However, he didn't lose his courage. He bought a book and watched movies on the internet to improve his capabilities. Last night, he invited his friends for dinner. He cooked a special, I'm going to assume that's pasta with tomato and mushroom. When they ate the food, they smiled and thanked the reception. Oh, they smiled and asked for the recipe. Petro is he was very proud and happy. Cooking has become his new favorite hobby, or amata, his new loved hobby. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm pretty confident about this one. Ready-made food. Okay, I didn't know ready-made. Salty, I should have figured that out. Rice. I know I didn't know the word rice. But here's what's interesting. I've only been practicing Spanish and Esperanto, but I've learned something interesting, which is due to my Esperanto, I think I can read in a couple of other languages. So let's do Catalan, which is a language I do not know. I have spent 0 seconds studying it. But let's see, something was thought. Marta decided to, so now I'm going to find something. I have no idea what's going on. To go to buy a painting. She always had thought that she didn't have talent. Oh, so she decided that she was going to start painting, like learning how to paint. She always thought she had no talent, but she wanted to try an activity to relax. I don't know what that is. So all these stories have every Saturday. Every Saturday afternoon, she prepares, I don't know what ceva is. Habitacio, I guess that's teles. I don't know. It's probably both something. Paints with colors and I guess music playing. At first, I'm going to assume that's squares, and it was something very chaotic. But with practice and patience, I don't know, and regular quadre, you have no idea what that is, but she felt very happy. I know that wasn't very good, but this is a language that I have not studied in any way. Make a change, start painting, no talent, relax after work, prepare her room. I think I did say something like prepare her room. And I was wrong about cubes or squares. All right. So that's kind of crazy for a language I have not learned at all. And when I mentioned that I accidentally learned I could read some words in Catalan, someone on Reddit recommended Ladino, which is another language I have never studied a word of. Okay, they all seem to be last year. In the last year, so I'm going to assume that's Rachel's grandmother gave her a very special gift, a book of Cocina Vieja. I'm going to say it's an old cookbook with family recipes. The book was written by hand. Don't know. Already had been, I don't know. So I don't know, something about they had maybe became discolored due to history. On Thursday afternoon, she, maybe decided to maybe it's try a new recipe to prepare Shina de Sabat. So I'm assuming that's like a religious meal. At first, I'm going to say dulces, maybe that's like desserts, weren't very good. I have no idea what Kemavan is. Something about time or temperature. And either way, I guess she made it with love. Yesterday, she managed to make, I don't know, a manzano or a meal, like her nana or nona, probably I'm assuming grandmother. When the family tried it, they all smiled, and accordingly, everyone had a good time, and she felt very happy. And I don't know, maybe we'll continue the tradition. Let's see how that goes. Special gift, old book, handwritten, page yellow. So I guessed that. I understood the handwritten and the yellow pages, but the patience and history was more of a guess. Friday afternoon, recipe, Shabbat dinner. I was right about a religious meal. Desserts, so I was right about the desserts. And I think I said something to do with love. She made an apple dessert the way her grandmother, so I did say that she made it like her grandmother. When her family caught the scent, they smiled and reminisced about good times of the past. She felt overjoyed to be upholding the religion. So I would say that's pretty good for a language I know nothing about. So anyway, that is my progress, 5 months. And as I said in my last video 2 months ago, I'm not going to make a video every month, but it is kind of cool to have this as a record of progress. So we'll just see how it keeps going.